back. After I'd uploaded the first part of my video yesterday, doing the first part of this, I only realised that there was 2 black lines either side. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that now, so I will have to just keep that video up because I can't obviously recolour the picture and there's nothing I can do editing wise to fix the problem. But hopefully I've got it today and I will check before I upload. So I have already based her skin with markers in the last video, and I've just gone over with light peach Prismacolor. Look at the size difference in these pencils. This is one of my favourite shades and it just constantly keeps breaking. So yeah, I've gone over the whole skin with this base layer, and now I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of shading. I'm not going to add a lot because I am going to use gelatos. They're a lot easier, I think, and they give a really nice effect. So we'll just add just a tiny little bit, and then we'll go over with a lighter shade again to try and blend. Like I said before, I'm not a professional, definitely not with skin, I'm still trying to learn myself. So it's another rainy day here today. I couldn't film for the last maybe hour because it was that bad. You would have just been able to hear rain on my voice. I just dropped Isabel off at nursery again. You really happy about it? She was smiling her head off. So that's one less thing to worry about anyway. Also have to move a few little things so I can move the picture. Yeah, I love how the background has come out on this one. Really happy. I finished off another background again last night in Soulmates. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. I want to do all the backgrounds before I start on any pencil work again. I think I'll be able to finish that boot this year. Fingers crossed. Like I said, I'm just adding shading where I think it'd naturally be. Underneath the nose maybe. So what's everybody else up to today? Apart from the nursery run, I'm not really doing much else. We did all the food shopping last night. So that's sorted for a week or so. Cooking homemade lasagna for tea. Looking forward to that. My husband just doesn't know he's having cabbage with it as well yet. So over the next couple of days, got a few orders coming in, nothing massive. I'm still expecting the Colour in Heaven, the Frightlings edition. I wasn't 100% sure whether I wanted to get that one, but I did go through my collection. I haven't got anything that's remotely similar to that sort of style. I thought I'd add it in there because I've not actually subscribed to Colour in Heaven, and I'm glad that I haven't actually, because I don't think I've bought a copy in possibly even 4 months. The last one I bought I actually ordered off the website wasn't a recent copy. Yeah, because I've just not been really liking them, to be honest. Sorry, so that colour that I was using for shading was Nectar. I'm just going to go in with beige sienna. Tongue twister today. Just add a little bit more shading. I'm still half deaf in my right ear. This ear infection isn't clearing up yet, so I'm still talking a bit funny. And like I said, I can't really hear properly. And when I have to go back out in a bit, it's gone very windy. So that's not going to be fun. I have to pull the hat out earlier than expected. I'm looking forward to it getting a bit colder now though. I've had enough of the heat, definitely. I think I was downstairs actually, sat at the dining table. I think you missed that little bit around the nose then. Sat at the dining table, it must have been, and we just put Isabel to bed. It was around about 8 o'clock and it was pitch black outside. Pitch black. It's definitely getting darker earlier now. It's strange because you just get used to the weather being one thing and then it suddenly changes. It's not an in-between. So Lewis had a good day as well yesterday. Good first day back. He comes home and he says to me, "You should have seen the size of the math textbook that they give you now. It's triple the size of what we're used to." Oh, it's getting you ready for GCSEs this year now. Typical teenager. Right, well, I think I'm happy with that shading. I'm just gonna go back over with the light peach. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do when this runs out. I need to find somewhere that does open stock of Prisma because they're quite difficult to get hold of in the UK. Well, my husband has always wanted to go to America, so if he goes to America, which I won't be going, so we won't take the little one, I'll be giving him a shopping list of all the different art supplies that I want. We was meant to go to America on Boxing Day. We was meant to go to New York for my father-in-law's wedding. He was getting married over there. Everything was booked. So Boxing Day, 26th of December. And Isabel decided to make an early appearance. And she was born on the 23rd of December. I mean, we had all the suitcases packed. I mean, passports ready, everything was ready to go. And then I went into early labour with her and she just couldn't wait. I think she might have wanted to come with us, like actually be with us, not in my belly. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so we missed that opportunity, unfortunately. I think for the past few years we've not been able to go because obviously it's going to be too much hard work going to the middle of New York. It'd be so busy. Everyone there, tourists, people shopping, etc. It'll be hard work with the little one, and then obviously since finding out her diagnosis of having cerebral palsy, it would be even more difficult now with all the equipment and her wheelchair / buggy that we'd have to take, and the seating equipment, and yeah, it'd be a lot of stress on both me and my husband. Yeah, did you see that though? It's sort of scratched. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming out. It sort of scratched the paper and made it. It's doing it again. If I just. Can you see that pink there next to the hurt? That is from this pencil. That is very strange. I'm not going to put any of that down, any more of that. That's enough. I will have to just lightly try and go over that. That's really unfortunate that's happened there. Right, so I'm gonna add some of the gelato. These are not actually, they're not named and they're not numbered. I've got something similar. I will show you when I get it coming today. I am so excited because I've only got these in 4 colours and I love them so much. So when I found that there was I think it's a pack of either 8 or 12 and they were £13, so really reasonable, and it's a similar sort of thing. I will show you when they do arrive. Oh, I'm so excited about them because I love these. I was showing my husband last night, I said, look how easy it is to blend, but obviously he doesn't care about this sort of thing. But he is really supportive. And he's really supportive of me doing this channel and me making videos. I've wanted to do it for a little while, but I was very nervous, but I'm sure everyone's like that, aren't they, at the start of it. See, this gelato's not even covering that up. Oh no. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do. I did actually worry because I ordered these Prismacolors off Amazon and I paid really over the odds for them. I think I paid £125. And some of the reviews, that was the only full set that I could find on Amazon at the time. And I was worried that they were going to be fake or etc, etc, and they arrived. And they do keep breaking. But I have read that Prismas are like that since the manufacturers have changed. I think they used to be made in the USA and now they're made in Mexico. So since being made in Mexico now, the quality of control of the pencils apparently has just gone down. So I don't know whether it is just that or maybe they were fake. I don't know. I probably won't ever know because I won't ever buy Prismas ever again. After these have run out, I think I'm just going to stick to Faber-Castell because I can just get them open stock at Hobbycraft if I ever run out. But it will take me a while, like I've said before, to get all them pencils. Can you see how easy that is to blend out? It's superb. I'll just move you up a bit so you can see a chinny chin chin. Try and shade a bit underneath the neck. I've just been watching a programme, actually. What's it called? I Am. There's different episodes of it. I Am. There's like I Am Kirsty. The one that I've just watched is I Am Nicola. And I think it's probably 50 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back. Why I sat there and watched the whole thing, I don't know. I was just waiting for my washing to be done, waiting for my phone to charge so I could film. I'm waiting for the rain to stop. Right, so I'll zoom you out and show you what she's looking like now. I'm quite happy with that. So I'll just put these pencils to one side. I'm going to stick with the greens for her eyes as well as her. So I don't know if that's going to be too lime greeny. We'll try this one. What's this one? Apple green. So I'll zoom you back in. I'll just put a light layer of this. I was meant to get a black pen as well and I forgot. I'll get that at the end to do the pupils. Right. So what's this one? Kelly green. So I'll sharpen her a bit. I have got as well here, I've got the Teagal. But again, I found that very hit and miss with Prismas. So I'm just using a really cheapy metal one. The Teagal's really good for the polys. I'll just try and add some shading. Yeah, that one is definitely picking up now. It's not really a nice day today. Yes, I'm hoping Mr. Postman brings that Colour in Heaven magazine today. I don't think I'm going to make a star on one of them pictures though, because I've got this to finish. I've got the Jasmine Becky Griffith, I can't say her last name. A picture in the Mermaid's book that I'm working on, that I've been working on and off for the past week. I actually started that when I was in hospital. I think I did a hair, just a hair. So yeah, I need to finish that one before I really start anything else again. Sorry, I didn't tell you the name of this one. Grass green. Green grass? No, grass green. Right, so I will go and get a black pen. It's annoying me, I'll end up forgetting. I'll add the whites back in at the end with probably a Posca, possibly. Right, her lips. I'm gonna go for a really, really pale pink. I have already based them with the marker yesterday. I think the trouble with me as well is because I'm quite heavy-handed. I think that's why I probably prefer the polys, because they're a harder pencil. But it's still no excuse for the amount of breakages that I'm having at the moment. Right. Sorry, that colour that I was using then was Deco Peach. And this is just peach. Just for around the outsides. I don't know if the camera's even going to pick that up. Hopefully it is. I just want a little bit shady. I don't really want much colour on the lips. I don't want the focus to be on the lips. I want it really to be on the eyes. So I've picked out the colours that I want for the fish. Only two little fishes here. So I've got these. My lightest is going to be carmine red, crimson red, and then dark umber. So I'm going to start off with the lightest colour first. I'm just going to go, see what I mean? I've literally just sharpened this and look at that. They're terrible. I'm sick to death of sharpening them. I am going to go over, hopefully, with this just all over to base it. I'm not in the mood to do anything really too fancy with this fish. See, that's wobbly again. It's terrible, honest to God. I'm going to have to pick another shade of red. Right, let's try poppy red. Do you have any better luck with that? That seems to be okay. I'll put that one back. Honestly, look at the state of that. I mean, on camera you've seen it there twice now. They just bloody break. Right. Yeah, the reason that I didn't send them back to Amazon is because I had to send them back. And then I was worried that I'd do all that hassle to be sent the same thing out again and have the same trouble. So I thought, you know what? I'll just keep them and see if I can work with it. But the more and more it's happening, the more I'm really getting annoyed. But I'll not use them because they were expensive. I will use them up and try and think of different ways. I was using the hot water bottle trick. Just literally getting a hot water bottle and putting it on top of the pencils until they got quite warm. Taking the hot water bottle off of them and letting them cool back down to room temperature, hoping that would melt the core and then they would, you know, stick back together again and not break. And it seemed to work with some of them, but others, I'm not having much luck. Yeah, I just want to do something a bit simple with these. I could possibly even go in once I've finished with the pencil later on with some stickles. I missed a bit of green there. I'll have to go over that pencil. So I was looking on the Arteza website this morning and they've just brought out a new range of skin markers and markers in all grey tones. I mean, I don't think I'll be interested in the greys. I don't really do grayscale, but the skin markers I would definitely be interested in. So I'm thinking about checking them out. I think I've only seen one review video because they are quite new. So maybe I'll just give them a go, see what I think. I'm just trying to keep my hand out of the way so you can actually see what I'm doing. And I don't seem to colour as well when I do that. Right, so we will just straight away work on this, on some shading. Or shall I go over it again? Yeah, we'll go over it one more time. Just like that. Just try and get rid of some of the white areas. So once I've done this and I've got back from nursery, I'm going to sort out a ticket for the Colouring Heaven masterclass. I think it's in Bath at the end of October. It will take us a while to drive down there, but I think it'll be so worth it. I'm hoping that this one doesn't break on me as well. Seems to be okay at the minute. Yeah. Well, I'm really enjoying working in Hanna's boots at the moment, because there is a variety with her boots. I'm not getting bored yet. I have seen a lot of people colouring the colour by numbers, but I don't think that sort of thing is for me. And I've seen people using these diamond paintings. Again, I think that would be too time consuming, especially if doing the one thing. My husband sits there and does puzzles sometimes at night, and I really wouldn't have the patience for that. I think it's probably going to be a similar sort of thing. They're so pretty though when they're done and they're framed. That was the only reason that I did think about doing it. Because I would put it up, probably in front of me, here on the dining room wall, if I'd done one. So maybe, I don't know. You can get personalised ones, can't you? I'd probably get one of the dogs. See, so I'm literally not doing anything fancy on this fish here. Just going to add a little bit more shading with which one was it? Dark umber. So we're thinking about taking Isabel to see BB's land soon at Alton Towers. I don't know if she'd be able to go on any of the rides or what, we don't really know, but I think she'd just enjoy being there and seeing the characters, you know, the atmosphere there, the sounds. Me and my husband used to go there quite a lot when we were kids, but not anymore, not since they've had a lot of accidents there anyway. Right, so I'll move you up a bit more, and then we'll just literally do the exact same thing on this little guy. I think what I'll try and do though is do a little bit more high pressure so I don't have to go back over him again. I'm really upset about that actually, I don't know why that pencil has done that. That's what makes me think. Are they real? Are they fake? I mean, they came in the box and everything, and for that price I expect them to be real. So I'm scared to death of breaking this again. I'm not going to have any pencil left to colour with. So I hope that video yesterday wasn't too annoying with the black lines around it. I was so angry with myself that I'd not realised it was like that before I'd uploaded it. But saying that, there was nothing really I could have done. I took the footage and put it on several different editing apps, and there was no way of me changing it. I think it was because of the way that I'd filmed it. I'd not had my camera in the right position, or that's what I'm guessing. I'm just using a tripod at the moment, and that's literally just in front of me. But maybe it would be easier if I had a tripod that was like on the floor than over my shoulder. This can go behind me, it can go on the floor, but it won't tilt enough to actually be able to see what I'm doing. It'll just probably be the corner of the table that you'll be able to see. So again, just going in the darker red, crimson red, just add a bit more shading. I can hear an E now, must be on the main road. The lovely Isabel was up. I think it was 4 o'clock this morning. I think she was up because she kicked her covers off and she can't fix them herself. Dear mummy and daddy had to go in several times. Oh, it's getting closer, that. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I don't actually know what we're going to be doing this weekend. No physio this weekend. But still, while I'm not 100%, I don't think we'll be doing much. Oh, I did, with the video that I filmed that I told you that I deleted, I told you the story about my betta fish. I've got a little tank. I've got my big tank, 3-foot tank. It's got all sorts of fish in. And then I had a little betta that I called Frank. And I had him for 8 months. And then I think it was either Thursday or Friday last week. Went to feed him, disappeared out the tank. Could I find him? Nope. Anyway. I was looking here, I was looking there. I took everything out the tank. I'm sifting through the sand thinking that, I don't know, maybe he's died and his body's floated down. I took the filter apart. Looked behind the heater. Not there. Anyway, long story short, we ended up finding him at the back of the TV cabinet. He sat at the side of that, on the TV cabinet in the corner, because we don't have the TV on it, it's on the wall. So we'd managed to jump out of his tank, and the hole must have been that big, if that, just a little feeding hole. And he's jumped out of there, but he must have jumped and then gone backwards, hit the wall, and then fell down behind the cabinet. And yeah, he was dead. It looked like he'd been well, looked like I didn't want to look at him. It was my mother-in-law and my husband that was looking at him. I think he'd been dead for a little while, but I'd seen him the evening before. I'm not sure why he'd jumped out. I've checked online. It says poor water quality. It's not that, because I know how to look after the tanks. And I was looking after his water and changing it and doing water changes and cleaning his filter and everything. So I've no idea. He might have seen something out of the tank and thought it was food and tried to jump out to get it. Yeah, I don't know. So I bought a replacement. This was on Sunday afternoon. I bought a replacement, a nice pearl coloured one. By 8 o'clock that night, that had died as well. Tested the water. I've got like when you usually go to a fish shop or aquariums, they charge you like a little bit of money to test your water, and they're using like test tubes and different sorts of liquid, etc, etc. So I just bought that kit so I can test all the different things that could possibly be wrong with the water. Tested it, absolutely fine. So it must have been the fish itself that was already either poorly, it had got damaged somehow, maybe the stress of, you know, moving from that quite small, tiny tank that he was in to one that's, you know, was a good size for him. Don't know, don't have a clue. So I rung the fish shop that I bought him from. This one's quite a lot darker than that one, I'll go over it again. And they said, you'll have to bring the fish in as in the fish's body, with a tester of water. Well, I don't drive. It wasn't local, so there was no way that I could get down there until the weekend, until my husband took me. So there was no way that I could have took a decomposing fish body back to that shop. That was the policy. So I'm not going back there again. I won't be buying fish from there. And I've even packed the little beta tank up. That's in the garage. So that's the end of that. Let's look after the fishes that I've got now. Right. For the shells, I'm literally just going to do them all the same. Because I don't really want, like I said, I don't want loads and loads of different colours. So this is just metal gold. I'm going to go over everything with this and then just add a tiny little bit of shading with the, was it umber? Yeah, dark umber. So I'll speed this process up a bit because it is probably going to be a bit tedious for you watching. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll come back when I've done the shading and when I start working on the hair. That's probably a better idea because it might take me a little while this. So I'll see you in a second. Right, we're back again. This is a couple of hours later actually. I've been and picked Isabel up. I'm back home, got a shower. Absolutely drenched, it's terrible again. So we did the fish last, didn't we? So I've done all the shells in the gold colour, gold pencil. And just added a tiny bit of shading. And I have put the base layer of the pencil on to save time. That spring green that I used. I know that I missed this earlier on. This tiny little patch here, so I'll fix that. And we've got this seaweed. But I think even if I just go over with coloured pencils, it'll be okay. So I just need to decide a colour for the shell jewellery and the earrings. So we'll zoom you in. And we'll finish off the hair. I'm not going to go mad, overly detailed. I think this picture's already looking quite nice. I think I've probably got about an hour before Isabel will wake up. She's had a fantastic morning at nursery. She was over the moon to see me when I arrived there. And they had her all ready in a buggy. As I explained to them that I struggle lifting her up at the moment with my stomach. So yeah, she was already sat there with her coat on. Big smile on her face, and she was ready to come home. She was really hungry. So she's had a dinner. And then she'll have a little nap. So like I said, I've managed to jump in the shower. And put my pyjamas on. Well, I'm not going out for the rest of the day. You can't beat comfy pyjamas. I think Paul Lewis is going to get wet as well on the way home. As you can see, that's not adding a whole lot. I have put my little light on here. I don't know whether to have it on. We'll leave it on for now. You can see how shiny it actually is with the light on. Yeah, it was an uneventful walk anyway. Takes me about usually 15 minutes, but at the moment it's taking me 20 to 25 minutes to walk down there. And obviously the same to get back home. I actually put my, I've not worn it in a while, like fitness tracker watch. I'm actually curious to see now that obviously I'll be doing this nearly every day. I don't send her to nursery on a Monday, let her have that off, and then that's the day that I save for appointments. So it will be interesting to see how far I actually walk each day. It must be a few miles at least, that's just for nursery. But yeah, I'm sticking to the prismas on this one. I'm undecided what to do with the jewellery. Whether to go for a gold gel pen maybe. Add a bit of stickles on top. Possibly. What do you think? I think they'll go over blues out. Or do you think silver would look better? I've not used silver gel pen in a little while. So yeah, I'm just adding shading here. I'm not doing anything fancy. So what have you been up to today? Have you been doing any colouring? Or have you been to work? Looking after your kids? I was thinking about videoing what I use for storage, just keep all my art supplies and my boots and everything. I don't know what the quality of video would be like, because I would have to keep hold of the camera. I don't know how steady my hand will be able to be, and talking as well, and then showing you what's what. We'll see. I really like the colours that I've chosen on this one. I am still hoping we manage to sort out the body colour possibly this weekend. Gives me something to work on, to like really properly work on, knowing that I have to get it finished for a certain time, not just, oh well, you know, I can put that down and start on something else. I have to get it finished. I'm not going to add much more of this green, I don't think. Just add a little bit. I've got a darker green, see I missed him on the spot here, but luckily that's disguised it. So yeah, I need to put a little bit there. So yeah, it will be good if my husband does go to America, because I can send him to the art shops over there, and I'll get him to FaceTime me. Put this in the basket and put that in the basket. I probably have to start saving up now. Right, so I'm going to work on a slightly darker one. I'm not going to put much of this down, just grass green. I think I might even just put a tiny bit of the roots. Just pull it down a little bit. See, it's even hard. It's hardly noticeable, but it adds that little extra depth. I saw the new issue of Colour in Heaven. Oh, what's it called? Darkness something. It's an old programme, Puppets. Another one, not for me again. Unfortunately. I missed all the good ones. I wanted the Misfit one, the Strangeling ones. There's a couple of different Hanna ones, Halloween ones. I was just a bit late to the game, I think. Unfortunately, you can't order them ones. I mean, I don't understand why they just don't do that. If it's so popular and people are willing to buy them, why not print them? Why not print more of them? I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not going to add lots and lots of this green, but what I will do is on the edges, the tail of the eyebrow a little bit lighter, don't we? And then we'll just do it a little bit darker on the inside. I've got my eyebrows tattooed on. So it's been a long time since I've actually had to fill them in. I think I've had them done now. Probably about 18 months, maybe a little bit longer. Best money I've ever spent. That's Mr. Postman. That might be a magazine, hopefully. I'll check in a little bit. I like that. Yeah, I like that. So that was Mr. Postman. I had to check. It wasn't my magazine, unfortunately, but I did order a new sharpener, and this is really heavy weight one. I'll link it below because I can't remember what it was called. I think it was 450. It's a really heavyweight one, so we'll test it now. Test it on screen for the first time. So I'm going to work on the seaweeds next. I've got cobalt, turquoise. We'll try this. I'm super nervous. I'm hoping that this is going to be okay. Sick of them breaking. That was strange though, isn't it? I had all them breaking earlier on and it turns up today. It was only meant to turn up on Saturday. It's very good. Parrot green. I love the weight of it. It's really, really heavy. So I'll take you out for now. I really do need to empty this. Have you seen them, the actual bins, like a proper like bin that you'd have outside to put your shavings in? They're cute. Right, and look at the point on that as well. Look at the difference. Where are you, camera? You see the difference? Oh, I'm impressed with that. So let's see if it breaks. So I'm hoping I can get away with just going over this a little bit more than I would do these. I don't want to have to get my markers out and start again. If it's slightly different, that's fine. Not the end of the world. I'm impressed with that sharpener though. I will link it below. Yet again, Amazon. I think I'll probably have to go over this again just to make it slightly darker. I do like this colour though. I probably should have chosen a similar colour in the markers for these, but I wasn't sure yesterday what to go with. I did test the Winkestella on this little shell here, so I think I'm going to do all the rest on camera so you can see for yourself what it actually looks like. But is there too much sparkle on there? No. I think I'm gonna do a jewellery in silver and then add some stickles over the top. I'm happy how it's turning out so far though. Oh, still got earache. Not fun. They're not too bad, are they? I'm getting a little bit more used to where to put the camera and lighting and whatnot, I think. So if I switch that off, I'll keep it on for now. It's just the little LED rechargeable light I've got at the side of me. I've actually got it on the boot, on the edge of the boot, so I can move around the boot and it's still attached, which is handy. So I find it weird how colouring has become such a craze. And it's almost seen as a kiddie thing, isn't it? But the way that adults, not all adults, some people, the way that they can colour it so realistic, it's not childish anymore, is it? And the amount of different products and items and etc. that you can buy now is unbelievable from what I remember as being a child. It was just coloured pencils and felt tips back then. I thought the sun was coming out for a second then. It was telling fibs. Definitely autumn weather today. Isabel's slide has gone over in the back garden. I'm waiting for the sun to go as well. I think everyone's going to be happy to be back into routine now, aren't they? You know, getting up at the same time every day and doing things that you used to. You get bored, don't they, the kids over the holidays? And I wasn't about to let Loris just sit there on his Xbox all day, you know. He was made to do a little bit of schoolwork, like drawing and reading. He just had a couple of hours if he was good in the day, in the evening to play on his Xbox. I think I really need to get one of them colour wheels so I can see what colours contrast better with each other and try and learn it a bit better. So at the moment I'm sort of guessing. Just putting two pencils or two colours next to each other in. Yeah, that looks alright, but I don't actually know what are contrasting colours. So once I've finished doing this, I'm going to make a start on tea, and that'll be more or less done. All I have to do is pop it in the oven to cook. And I can just spend the rest of the day, once Isabel's awake, possibly doing some physio. That's still probably not wise. It's not wise to put her in the standing frame by myself. My stomach is still quite swollen, fortunately. I've only got a review to see the surgeon. Well, it was a month or 5 weeks later, so probably 3 week away. And I'm interested to see what she says actually about the lump in my stomach, if it's still there. The whole reason that I went is because I had a small lump and it was quite painful, and they weren't sure what it was due to. So they took it out because obviously I said it was causing me pain. Sharpen my pencil again. But I hope that all this pain that I'm having now, and aggro and not being able to look after Isabel the way that I usually like to, I hope it's going to be worth it in the end. Because at the moment it feels like a golf ball size lump. And I'm usually a stomach sleeper. I can't even roll over properly on my side still. So it's quite painful. But we'll see. Just hoping, isn't there? Well, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. I don't really like the tedious colouring, like the same thing over and over again. Not usually anyway. And my tummy is rumbling. I've not had dinner yet. What time are we on? 1 to 2. I've not had dinner. It's probably too late to have a decent dinner now, so I'll have a snack. I'll not be hungry for tea. I really like the look of the gelatos, though. I hope it's picking up on camera how beautiful they actually are and how easy they are to blend. And I'm super curious about these other ones that are coming today, because they are a cheaper brand. I don't think they're as common. I mean, they're definitely not in the shops. I've not seen them in the shops over here, and I've looked on all different UK websites to see if there was any in store. The gelatos, I mean. And I can't find any. It would be nice if I could find someone that did an open stock of them. I don't really see many colourists using them either, which is strange. Only a few more to go. I don't know whether the gel pen that I was going to use, I don't know if it's a gel pen or what. Dual metallic hybrid, just in silver. I'm just a bit worried that if I use that, then it's going to cover the black lines up and you won't see the detail of the picture. I might just have to be super careful and obviously not go over the lines. Oh, that's one now. Oh, it might be a bit super tough to get in that corner there. My battery's running low on my iPad. Oh, not my iPad, it's Isabel's. You've got that to use out the house. Like if we go out for meals or anything. I used to always think when I looked at other people with their children doing that, thinking, oh, you're using that as a babysitter, but I totally understand why now. And with Isabel not being able to play with certain toys like a child of her own age, it is easier sometimes to just pop the iPad on, just to let her watch a bit of It's Mr. Tumble, but I'm mad at the moment. Mr. Tumble and Teletubbies, Alvin and the Chipmunks and Bing. Yeah, I'll watch a bit of that so we can, you know, do a little bit more normal family things. I don't really like saying that, but it's true. It's difficult, to say the least. Talking about difficult, this corner is really, really difficult to do because it's, you know, as well, this book, I thought it was, you know, perforated so you could take the pages out, but it's not, unfortunately. So let's put my pencil back. So this one is that cobalt turquoise. I'm only just going to add a little bit, just to shade it a little bit. She says she's getting better at the camera and then I don't move the book. It does look slightly different now, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. I have got some zester and I might use that with it being on the back page. I don't know. I really don't like the smell of it. It's worse than alcohol markers. And if I use the, I've got the blending pencils. Which one are they? They are, well, I can't see the name, but I do remember now. It's Derwent. But they hurt my wrists after a little while, and I think my hand won't be able to do all this with the blender. So it might just have to be as it is, unfortunately. See, the older you get, you feel like your body's breaking. "32 and all sorts wrong." And 32 and 31. 32 this year, Deborah. Right, let's work on these ones here. Oh, I'm super excited about them alcohol markers. They are teasers because I did end up ordering them. They were on a good offer. So as soon as I get them, I think they're going to arrive either Friday or Saturday, I think it was. I'll open it on camera and let you have a nosy with me. What do you guys think about my background as well, this bit? I didn't purposely buy it as a background. I bought it as it's classed as a large mouse mat because underneath here it's a glass table. So when I was leaning on the table, it was quite cold. Plus, I didn't want a glass table with videos because you'd be able to see straight through. You know, all you'd see is my pants. At this moment in time, you'd see pastel pink pants with yellow flowers on. So I didn't think that was very good. So it is a good job I have got this, but I don't know whether to get a different one, maybe a little bit lighter, you know, not so off-putting maybe. Like pastel colours, white maybe. Don't know. Just something that hasn't maybe got as many patterns. I do like this because it's cloudy, isn't it? It's like meant to be like a galaxy. It is nice. What are we on now? 14 minutes. I'm finding it easier if I just literally press pause and break it up and then edit it together, opposed to trying to do, you know, a 45, 50 minute long video all together. It's a bit easier, you know, to break it up. But obviously I'll add it together, so it's just one video for you guys. But I hope if you've not subscribed, you will do, because I do hope to carry on. Well, I will carry on doing this. The response that I've had so far is really good and everyone's been really supportive, so I hope that you stick around. I am going to start writing down video ideas and do a little bit of a schedule again now that the kids have gone back to school. I can do that. Right, so that one's finished with. Let me move you up again. So we'll try with this gel pen. Let's just see. It might be okay, you know. Yeah, I think it will be. I just wanted it to have blingy jewellery. Like I said, if I just stay in the lines, it should be okay. I mean, you know what, I am going over the lines a little bit there, and it's okay. You can see that. I will lift it up. Let me see if I can get my little light. Oh, there you go. You see that? How nice is that? I love these pens. I've got the gold and silver. I've not splashed out and got the other colours yet. Really, really beautiful. I was looking at the I think they're called Sakura jelly rolls, but obviously when we're already trying these out, I know that these are fantastic, and they are the same price as the, I think it's 12 in this, like your pink, purples, blues, greens. I'll end up having another gold and another silver, and the gold's nearly run out anyway. I think there's less than a quarter of ink left in the barrel. Is that what you call it when it's a gel pen? I think it is a gel pen, isn't it? So that should be okay there. Oh, I thought I put my hand in it then. Yeah, it'll be alright, this will look nice. But we're getting closer now to Halloween-y. I really like Halloween. I think this year is going to be the first year that we take Isabella out trick-or-treating. We didn't last year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that the weather's okay, it's not raining. Ian Lewis is too old for it now, being 13. Too old for it. I don't think he's that bothered anyway. I hope this penny's going to last, because I'm pretty sure that I've not really used it much. No, it's half full. Half to 3/4. I'm really disappointed that it wasn't that magazine. I think I ordered it Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday last week I ordered it, so they're taking their sweet time with this one. I don't like the fact as well that they don't send you a dispatch email or nothing. It's just like, yeah, you've ordered it and you've just got to wait. I'm so used to Amazon being able to track the order and see whereabouts it is. I have to do that really because my two dogs, if there's somebody knocks on the door, they bark, and that really upsets Isabel. So I sort of have to judge watching the man on the map, stalking him, wait until he gets near, and then I'll pop the dogs outside in the back garden, quickly get the package and then let them back in. I know it's not showing up as much on camera, but it is really, really sparkly. I'll just show you again if it picks it up. I hope you can see that. It is really, really pretty. So I think I would get this finished, quickly edit it, and then I will upload it later on tonight when I don't need my phone, because it does take quite a long time to upload. I'm not sure if that's just YouTube in general, or is it because I'm using my phone, because our internet is pretty good, so I'm not sure. I can't wait to just put my fake tan back on as well. I usually do my fake tan and have nice nails, but obviously you can't get any sort of liquids or perfumes or anything like that near a healing wound. So maybe another week or two. I've got my friend coming round tomorrow to pick up some arty sort of bits, pencils and soft pastels. It's just basically stuff that I don't really use anymore. I'm better off just passing it on. I think her daughters enjoy colouring as well, so she could always pass it on to them, or some of it. It's up to her, isn't it? Once I've given it to her, it's up to her what she wants to do. But yeah, it's better off with somebody else that's going to use it and love it, instead of just being in my cabinet at the back. Because you buy one thing, don't you? Like them pastels that I don't use anymore. I'd bought, I think it was a pack of 8 or 10. So then I needed the better colours, like the more range of colours, so I got that 40 set that I have shown you already. So obviously the other ones just become a bit redundant now. It's pointless being here. Like I've tried my best to get Lewis into some sort of crafty bits, but he's just not interested. He is being told though this weekend to bake a cake. He's so good at baking. It's unbelievable for a child at his age. It's unbelievable. I blame him for putting weight on. They're absolutely delicious. But my husband needs them for work. They're doing like a charity thing at work, so it'll help raise money. So he's going to ask Lewis, can he bake some cakes to be sold? Or cupcakes? I'm sure he will do. We'll see. I'll have the leftovers. Oh, we're almost there. We're at the home stretch. And then it's the really, really fun stuff, the glitter! You can't beat putting glitter on everything. I was tempted last night. I used acrylic, the Arteza acrylic, on one of my Hanna karlzon spirit animals pictures. Finished that off last night, and I was so tempted to just put glitter everywhere. And I thought, no, you're not doing the actual proper picture yet. You've not even picked your proper colour schemes. I just know that the background's going to be yellow. It's the bumblebee one. So, no glitter, no messing around with it until you start the page properly. I think that's become now my thickest book. It's like, oh dear. I'm trying to squish it between all my other books to flatten it down a bit. Right. So, I don't think I'm going to use the Winker Stella. What do you think? No, I'm not going to use it because there's going to be glitter on there, and I've got 2 different types of stickles. I've got the silver and the blue. So we'll try. I'm going to use the silver on the jewellery, and then all the other bubbles that you can see on the page we'll do in the bluer. I know it always looks lumpy when you first put it on stickles. You probably won't be able to see there, but I will show you the end result. But when you do put it on, it is quite lumpy, but once it dries more or less flat. They're brilliant little things, I love them. I bought a cabinet. It's like a full level little tiny cabinet, and that's organising all my stickles and glitter gel pens and etc. And it's really doing the job really nicely. Move it back down. I'm only going to put a few on. I'm just going to do it in this little area here. This is my new one that I got from Hobbycraft. I was over the moon when I found it in there. Right, I'm going to have to be super careful here, because I obviously don't want to mess up what I've already put down. But I'm just going to dot it where the bubbles are. See, when I use stickles as well, I would always leave it to dry overnight, because I usually do my art in the evenings. So I'd leave it on the dining table to dry overnight. So I am just going to have to leave this somewhere safe. I have to move it off the table. I'd be a bit nervous about closing the book and completely wrecking the page that I've spent, you know, hours on. But I think what I'll probably do is once it's dry, or I might be able to do it before it's dry, is take a picture and you'll be able to actually see what I mean about them. Yeah, I will probably before it's dry. That's what someone at the door again. No rest for the wicked. It always happens as well when Isabel's in bed. Luckily she slept through it. I didn't even have a notification then to see whether he was, you know, near. That's strange. I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. I hope you like it. I'm almost there. So have any of you guys tried stickles before? And where do you buy yours? I do wish that there was more of a selection over here. Oh, it does get sore on your hands though, squeezing it constantly. I've used both my hands. I'm probably gonna go over the bit on her as well. There's her bubbles as well, aren't there? Oh, my hand. I've just got this little bit down here. I nearly put my hand down in the silver ones. That would have been a disaster. I have done that before and completely spoiled the picture. I was so upset with myself. Oh, my hand's hurting. Most of the children in Isabel's class as well have moved classes now, so they're like downstairs. So she's going to have to make a bunch of new friends now. We're nearly there. It's like 5 more to go. Shall I do the ones on her face? I don't know about that, you know, guys. That might be a bit too... No, you know what? That's going to be over the top. Too much. So I'm just going to get a white gel pen. I think that's the only thing that I didn't prepare. So I've got here Uniball Signal. And just, see, I just put my finger in it then. Luckily it was just right at the corner. I'm just going to put the white in her eye. That's all. That's not much of a circle. I'm trying to not have my hand on the page. That's a bit better. Right, I think I'm happy with that, you know. So let's move my lamp. Let's turn you off. I don't need you now. I'm going to have to be super careful lifting it up. And I will take a picture so you can see properly. But I'm really happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed this colour along. And I hope you subscribe. And take care. And I'll see you soon. Bye.